Hey there, welcome to LSAT Demon Daily. I'm Ben Olson. That's Nathan Fox. We're the founders of LSATdemon.com and our weekly podcast, Thinking LSAT. Demon team member Nate Critchfield shared a common theme he has seen from several of his students.
Nate said, the students say, I have accommodations, so I have time to finish the sections. Nate asked, if your accuracy is low, Nate has been telling these students, if your accuracy is low, you still need to slow down. The question is, should you be finishing with accommodations?
It's the same. It doesn't matter. We don't know. How many questions can you get to accurately? That's
Yeah.
how many questions you should be doing.
There's an unfortunate reality that the Law School Admission Council thinks that people with accommodations should be finishing the sections. I remember them in their report. I think this was from 2017, but they were talking about accommodated students and saying, like, they were reporting with satisfaction. I mean, really, probably all they want to do is satisfy the court, because they signed that consent decree and they were forced into being more generous with accommodations. But they're like reporting most people with accommodations are able to finish the sections. And that really bothers me as an LSAT teacher, because most students score higher if they don't finish the sections. If they have regular time, most students score higher by slowing down, not trying to finish the sections.
Yeah.
And we thought for a long time that like 5 extra minutes is already kind of overpowered.
Yeah.
But that consent decree forces them to give 18 extra minutes. 53 minutes. That's the minimum time accommodation.
Yeah.
By law. Why? I mean, what?
How does someone, it's such a weird, like, if you just think about the universe, right? Things are usually on a spectrum.
Right.
Everything's on a spectrum. And
Right.
it's like, no, this is discrete.
Right. Because we're protecting these people with documented disabilities. Okay. But what if 5 minutes would protect them and 10 minutes more than protects them and 18 minutes is wildly overpowered?
Now you're hurting others.
Yeah. I mean, now you're creating this crazy incentive for people to go out and get accommodations to try to game the system. Anyway, we've complained about accommodations in the past. Not to say that people shouldn't get accommodations, not to say that some people don't deserve to have accommodations.
Or even 18 minutes.
Some people might. It's just that the system seems kind of broken if it's because, again, we've never heard of anyone with a legitimate case or any case who has gotten denied. And sometimes people get denied because they don't send proper documentation on the first attempt. But if you got accommodations on the SAT, you're going to be automatically accommodated if you apply for them on the LSAT. And we've seen things as small as that doctor's note that we talked about. I can't remember if that was on Thinking LSAT or if it was on LSAT Demon Daily, but we had a listener write in that their doctor literally wrote severe anxiety. And that was the entirety of the note, severe anxiety. And it was just like instant 35 minutes or instant 53 minutes.
Yeah. Which is the opposite of our experience early on, right? Did you have the same experience? Like, people would ask me all the time, oh, can I get accommodations? I'd be like, yeah. Did you get it for the SAT? They'd be like, no. I was like, don't worry about it. You're not going to get it.
Yeah. There was a myth that they were hard to get. And I think that now that is no longer, I think now we know better.
It was a myth? I think it was true.
Oh, well, before the consent decree.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know when they signed that. I don't know that it seems like it was so long ago. I have a hard time remembering that.
I do. I remember getting that question a lot. Like, oh, hey, what do you know about accommodations? And I'd be like, anyone I've talked to who's tried to get them has not gotten them unless they already had a long history of having them.
Yeah. And now, I mean, since the beginning of the Thinking LSAT podcast, we've been saying, hey, if you were denied accommodations, please let us know. And nobody has told us that they were denied on appeal.
Yeah.
So sometimes people get denied at first if they just don't do any documentation at all or they do something wrong. But You don't, and you do not need to go pay thousands of dollars to get, a special 100-page report written. All you need is any doctor, psychologist, psychiatrist, anybody who's willing to vouch for you. And I don't think that they're really doing any due diligence anymore at all. I think they're just basically saying, okay, you applied with some documentation, you've got accommodations.
Yep.
Still doesn't mean you should be finishing the sections. If you're missing a bunch of questions, I think you need to invest your time in accuracy, not speed.
Yep.
The harder ones are at the end of the section. If you're missing the easier ones, the earlier questions, if you're missing those ones, then I don't think you have any business, speeding through to the end of the section. I'd still rather that you get 20 out of 20 correct and randomly guess at the end than finish the section and get 15 out of 25.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Wrap it up there?
Yeah, email daily at lsatdemon.com if you'd like to ask us a question or share some LSAT or law school admissions news. Thanks for listening.